everyone, it's Lily. Today I have a really exciting video for you guys. I was asked by Alexandra, the creator of Street Style Caught on Campus here at DePaul, to make a beauty video for her website. And because it was up to me on the topic, I decided to do a $25 makeup challenge. For those of you who don't know, a $25 makeup challenge is when someone goes out to drugstores or any places that sell makeup to try to find products that you can use under $25 to do an entire makeup look. So for today's look, I ended up going to Ulta, CVS, and EyeSlipsFace.com to find products that were used to complete this look. So here we go. Alright, so to start out this $25 makeup challenge, I have one of my favorite products, which I was raving about in my last video for good reason. This is the e.l.f. Eyebrow and Lash Gel, and it's the first thing I do when I put on my makeup. So this product, which was $1, works a little something like this. As you can see, it has the mascara applicator, and we're just going to put it on our eyebrows, kind of like how you're just brushing them in place. Gives them a good amount of structure, just what you need to hold your eyebrows in place for an entire day. This next product was purchased from CVS here in Chicago, and it is a coverall stick. I'd assume it'd be in substitution for a blemish stick or maybe some concealer under your eye, so that's what I'm going to use it for. So as you can see, I'm just putting this under my eyes. They come in a few different shades, so that is useful. For me, I have pretty fair skin, and I noticed that you kind of need to use a lot of this certain product. This product, like I said, was from CVS. It was, I want to say, $2. Okay, so now I kind of have it done for under the eye. So I'm going to put in other spots that I would normally put concealer. So here, corners of my nose, on top of my nose, in the other corner, some little spots in my chin. And then because I'm not using a brush to blend this in, like I said, I'm just going to use my fingers for some overall coverage. I'm also going to use this Wet n Wild Cover Up Stick as an eyelid primer for our eyeshadows. So simply put this on your eyelids, and we're just going to use our fingers like I had been doing before on the rest of my face. And this is going to help set our eyeshadow. Moving on to our next product. This is the Wet n Wild Natural Blend Press Powder. This was also purchased at CVS, and I normally don't wear press powder, which I think is kind of funny, because I use the Bare Minerals, and that is a lot of powder in itself. So I wanted to try this as a more natural type of foundation, and this product was $3, so it fit under our budget. It came with this little sponge, so you don't have to use any type of brush for this, and I probably wouldn't use my hands just because this powder doesn't seem like it would blend very nicely with our hands. I'm going to start by putting it on my nose as well as under my eyes, almost as a double up for the cover stick that we used in these places, but I also recommend using this all over your face. You can kind of see on camera that there's already a difference, which is nice, especially with a product that I said before was $3. And now I'm just going to also put it above my eyes and in other places, such as my chin, making sure to blend it into my neck as well. You don't want to be one of those girls who has the line on your face. It's always important to blend in your powder or whatever foundation you're using. And I would say there is a pretty good coverage with this press powder. Now that we have pretty good coverage on our face, I am going to use this lash curler, which I also bought from e.l.f., and I did talk about it in my other video. And I like to do this, I'm using this other mirror now, just for my own sake. And safety. So I'm using this to curl my lashes before I put on my mascara. I know that's always kind of been a question, when do I use my eyelash curler? I like to use it before I put on my mascara and after, usually when my mascara is dry. But this just gives me a little bit of curl before I start my mascara. Now on to the fun part, which I think is the best part of the makeup, is the eyeshadow. This is a eyeshadow trio, and it's in the shade I'm Getting Sunburned. So that really isn't something that would probably happen in fall and winter, but you know, we're going to use it anyway. This was $3. There is a nice pink color, which is supposed to be used under your brow as a highlight, and then there is that dark crease color in there, which, like it says, will be used in our crease, and then we're going to use that gold color as a base to cover the entire eyelid. And because they supplied us with a brush in the trio, we are going to use, this is probably very familiar to many people, the applicator that they put in the trio. I've learned about this product when I did try this out before is that these colors come on extremely dark, maybe even harsh, but if you're okay with blending, then it'll look fine. So I will start with the gold here, and I'm just covering it on my entire eyelid, a little higher than the crease, and I'll do it to the other side as well, unless you know you're into that and you just want one eye done. This will definitely be a look for people who are not afraid to put on a lot of eyeshadow. And this gold is actually a very pretty color and will look very nicely for fall. Next, we're going to use another tool which was purchased from e.l.f. and it is this crease brush that I had raved about, of course. This was $1 and will be used with this dark color right there. And this may scare some people, but it is so important to just dab this crease brush into this brown color. And then also very important to dab it off. Make sure you keep a tissue next to you. It's a perfect tool just for dabbing off excess eyeshadow. As you can see, I'm doing that right now because you'll see in a second how much is actually put on my eyelid. I know this looks crazy messy because I definitely did like that without looking in the mirror. Oops. But I'm just using this crease brush to line the crease. And you can see I have some blending to do. But I'm going to do the other side. Also dabbing into my tissue, as you can see. But now I'm going to use the mirror because that's just a better choice. The tool we're going to use for the blending is our fingers. It really is as simple as repetition of this crease rubbing. So that looks a little better. As you can see, still not perfect. We are not done with our makeup yet, which is fine. So we're going to go back to our palette here, which we were using, and I'm going to use a little bit more gold and put that on right in the corners where there's excess of the crease color. Alright, so to fix what I have going on here, we're going to use the next product, which was purchased from Ulta maybe a year ago, but I use it every single day for multi-reasons, and it is just a white shimmery eyeshadow. I'm going to use this to blend the crease color into the upper area of my eye. Not right under my eyebrow yet, but just so it's less harsh and the crease color blends a little more nicely into my eyelid. Alright, so you can still see the gold, we have a good amount of the crease color left, and we have a little bit of white shimmer for a little bit of blending. There's a good chance your fingers will get messy in the process, so we have the tissue, we'll use it again. Probably keep more tissues by you too. But here I am typing this off. And we could probably do a little more blending, but the next thing we're going to use is this pink color. The top one that is supposed to be used as a highlight under your brow bone. We're going to use the other side of the mini applicator that they gave us and put that right under our brow bone. So you can see this looks really pink, but we're going to blend it in and it will look less pink. Making sure my fingers are clean before I continue. I'm just going to blend that in with my finger. Now it's also very important to blend some of this crease color up into the pink, so you don't look like you have one strip of pink, one strip of black, and one strip of gold. And now I'm going to go back to using some of the white, but I think that will be the last step on the eyeshadow for the eyes. I'm going to put this towards the middle crease right here, and I'll probably add more of this at the end after I put on my mascara. The next product in this $25 makeup challenge is this eyeliner that I purchased from e.l.f. in the color black, and this was $1. I know I talked about this in my last video too, This is such a great product, and you will see why in a second. It has a very small tip, and I like to do this step before I put on my mascara, just because my eyelashes are pretty long and I have to wait for them to dry once I put the mascara on, and so there's a higher chance that I would smudge if I did this after I put on my mascara. So I'm going to do it right now. And I usually start right above my iris when I put on my eyeliner, and then I go to the corner, the outside corner I should say, and I usually give myself a little wing, if you can see on that side, and then I continue by dropping down to the inner corner of my eye. But now we'll do the next side. Once again, starting above my iris, going down to the outside corner, and I've yet to make my wing. Just a little wing on that outside. I highly recommend buying this product. Like I said, it was only $1. I use it almost every day, and as you can see, it does a pretty good job. Now that my eyeliner is dry, I'm going to put on my mascara. So, of course, I'll be using a mascara from e.l.f. This is the Volume Plumping Mascara that I like so much. So I'm just going to put this on my top lashes. And I like to put on a lot of mascara, but that's just me. So I'm just starting on the bottom of my top lashes, and I'll do the same on the other side. This mascara actually gives a really good curl while applicating, so that's nice. And I always have the problem of my lashes being so long that they hit the top of my eyelid and make little mascara marks, but as long as you get it right away, they come off pretty easily. So there's the top. Now we're going to use the same mascara just to put a little bit of mascara on our bottom lashes, because I usually don't use eyeliner on my bottom lashes unless it is the white that I did talk about in my last video. So that is the mascara that I'm going to do. I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to curl them. Here are what my eyelashes look like after I curled them, after I put on my mascara. I really just like the look of curled eyelashes. So now we're going to move on to some of our last products, the first being a cheek stain from Ulta that I did buy at the same time as the white eyeshadow that I had used before. And this was $2 at Ulta when I purchased it. And all I do is put it right on the apples of my cheeks, and with a big cheesy smile, of course. And what we're going to use to rub it in are our fingers, just in a circular motion. But there, now you have a little rosy color, which I think just gives enough blush, and you're not just too bright, but just a little color. Because in this look we did pretty heavy eyes, and so that leads to what I'm going to do next. I am going to be using this coverall stick and dabbing onto my lips, and it doesn't take too much to cover up the pink that I already have in my lips, but I'm going to use my finger again. Now this look may seem a little strange, but we are doing heavy eyes, and now we're going to put a gloss over our lips. This was also purchased from e.l.f. It is a Hyper Shine gloss in the flavor Bubblegum, and it actually does taste pretty good. But I'm just adding this to the bottom. I'm going to smear it together. This was a $1 product, and it came with some other different color glosses as well, and that gives you a nice little shine and a little bit of a nude frosty lip for fall. For the last step in this $25 makeup challenge, we'll be bringing back the white eyeshadow that I discussed before from Ulta. And we already have a little bit in the corners of our eyes, but we're going to add a little bit more right in the corners, a little bit of blending. And I really think that this makes your eyes look a little wider, brightens them up a little bit. And there we have it. I'll get a little bit closer so you can see. The blending may be a little intimidating for the eyeshadow, but it just takes a little bit of time and a little bit of patience. And as long as everything looks like it's blended together, you did the right thing. I hope you enjoyed this $25 makeup challenge. I did add the prices of all these products together, and they equaled $24, so we met our goal. And like I said, I picked up these products from CVS. Ulta, and of course eyeslipsface.com. And I would also like to give a big thanks to Alexandra, the creator of Street Style Caught on Campus here at DePaul, for asking me to do this video for her, and I hope all of you enjoyed the video as well. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.